be honest. You were watching football instead of this hockey game, and you probably made the right decision. Avs win over the Montreal Canadiens 3-2 in overtime.
Alex Newhook!
Oh boy.
Whoa!
We're starting to see a theme here where the Avs do just enough to get the win against some of these weaker teams over the past 10, 12, 15 games. Here's the thing though, they do enough. They get the win. And that's all that really matters. This one in particular probably shouldn't have been close, but the Canadiens got a great performance out of their fourth string goaltender in Cayden Primeau. Otherwise the Avs probably run away with this one. Now, they didn't run away with it and acted like they did, which doesn't feel great, but again, they did enough. The first period was Avs dominance. They registered 23 shots on goal in the first period alone, and that is ridiculous. Somehow they were only held to 1 goal, though. And while there are a lot of things that the Avs could do better, that more is going to be desired from them, the power play is working just fine. After getting in the zone, the Avs work it back up to Toews at the point as they love to do. They're working the near wall, and you've already seen the play develop. Girard with a quick touch pass to Newhook, who slid into the soft spot, got in front of the high man and the man in the middle as the bumper. This is an easy pass for Girard to make, and Newhook just puts, for the second time in 2 or 3 games, a perfect shot from the bumper spot. Newhook really finding his groove on the second power play. Newhook kind of maintaining a 20-goal pace here, even with all of the games he missed while he was playing in the AHL. The kid is good. That was the only goal of the first period, not for lack of effort from the Avs, but Cayden Primeau played well, and the Avs are up 1-0. Here is where the game gets a little bit more interesting. The Avs pretty much flicked it into cruise control for the rest of regulation in any case, and it showed. They played like a team that was up 3-0 when they were up 1-0. You could make an argument that they deserve to be up 3-0 given the dominance, but they weren't. The other side of that coin is, and Canadiens fans, I'm sorry, but the Habs are really bad. Throughout this game, they had numerous odd man rushes and high-grade opportunities that they just completely flubbed to the point of not even getting a shot on goal. It was just not very pretty. Things kept rolling, Avs draw more power plays as they do, and once again, the second power play unit converts. You're going to notice the setup is exactly the same as the Avs' first goal for the second power play unit. Toews to Girard, Newhook close by in front of the defenders. Now Montreal has to respect this, so Girard opts to take advantage of the space given and work down all the way in and behind the net. This drags players' at least eyes to him. Nuke's going to be the one falling off the front of the net and finding the soft spot this time, as Newhook has to be respected still on this side. Definitely a little bit of an overcommit deep for Montreal here, but Nuke's able to take advantage, just finds the soft spot. This pass is a fantastic one by Girard, just finds the perfect timing with Montreal committing to him to slip it through a very narrow gap, and Nuke is the one to finish. It's pretty impressive how much of a difference Val Nichushkin makes for this hockey team. He really has had a significant impact in the Avs' top 6. That second line specifically, that just makes this team a lot more dangerous when it comes to their secondary options. Again, the second power play unit, the second line, things like that. Their depth is that much tougher to beat with Nuke in. And look, even with the Avs obviously gearing it down, I thought they were going to get away with this in regulation. Montreal, again, just did not look particularly dangerous, but giving up those goals in the latter parts of periods, they're just such big momentum swings that when Montreal did get their first, you knew the Avs were going to have to pick it up to win this one. Montreal is coming out of their own zone here, and things get a little bit crisscrossed. You're going to see Devon Toews over on the left side, but what you can't see is Cale Makar also over on the left side, deeper in the zone. So Toews is in an awkward spot where he just has to rely on Nick Aube-Kubel to cover the far side of the ice, and he has to do what he can. Makar taking the left side deeper. Nick Aube-Kubel kind of gets caught a little bit. You saw him slow up just a little bit. He gets beat up the ice, and then he tries to make a play on the puck in midair. Fails to do so, and now is just behind the play, essentially creating a 2-on-1 for Montreal. Makar does what he can, tries to play the pass to the best of his ability, but gets beat on this one. The cross-ice pass not going to be stopped by Kemper on the shot. Look, giving up one goal really shouldn't be that big of a deal, and the thing people want to see is that one goal should be the trigger for the Avs to flick the switch and put a team away. Not seeing that, I can understand why it would be concerning. In the third period, the Avs continue to just meander around, act like they're up by 3 goals, and it cost them. Real quick, because I totally forgot about this, the Avs did score a third goal in regulation that would have likely ended the game for them, but it was very clearly offside. It was challenged by Montreal and turned up as such. Nothing to really talk about here, it was just the correct call. They end up with a weird penalty situation, not really going to get into it, but they're on the PK and Montreal makes them pay. What has been a very good penalty kill to this point gets burned as they try to walk in on the Montreal side and they take a shot from pretty out high. This isn't particularly dangerous. You'd probably like to see Kemper gobble this puck up and stop anything else from happening, but when the rebound comes loose, you can see the Avs' classic problem. No coverage net front. You have Jack Johnson in the vicinity, but he's not tying up a stick, he's not taking a body, he's not really covering all that much of anything. I guess you can say he's taking away the pass to the slot from here, but he can't cover 2 lanes. You need help defensively. The Avs have 4 guys in a box here, and they're not really covering anything of high danger at the very least. So when this puck gets settled down, Johnson panics and tries to get a stick on it, but it's too late. The pass comes across quickly to Suzuki, and once again, Kemper has no chance at that point. I remain split on this hockey game. You don't want to let these teams hang around, but the Avs also never trailed. For this entire hockey game, they were never behind. I think everyone knows the Avs can play better than this, but they just didn't need to in the end. Now, I don't like it going to overtime. I don't think that that's really a great strategy in 3-on-3. It's pretty darn coin flippy at times. But I just cannot argue with the results that the Avs are producing. They're 9-0-1 in their last 10. They have 1 overtime loss in all of 2022 so far. That's it. That's their only loss in this calendar year so far. This one, once again, is Val Nichushkin playing a key role in getting the Avs a W. The Avs are controlling in the offensive zone here. Landy's going to attempt a shot that does not work out super well, but it comes to a position where the Avs are able to maintain possession. Nuke collecting the puck, Taves being the man retreating back to the blue line, and Landy being in deep. Nuke picks up the puck, makes a nice reverse here, and is extremely patient with the puck, waiting for things to set up, specifically for Landy to get across the ice and present himself as an option. He takes advantage of the switch there as Montreal gets caught a little bit high. One of these players is not going to be directly defended. Nuke charges him, makes him pick. They take the pass and still don't manage to defend it particularly well. Nuke does a good job pulling it back, loading the shot before sending the pass through. He gets it through clean, and all Landy has to do there is finish. The Avs get a win, and despite the scoreboard, this game didn't feel particularly competitive. When the Avs were putting the effort in, they were dominating. Yes, they let Montreal back in the game, but that was from the Avs' lack of effort, really, more than anything else. And while it came a little bit late, they did turn it up when they needed to, and they take down another win. Would still like them to see a bit more of a complete game, or at least get ahead by 2, 3, 4 before they really start kicking it into cruise control. But, you know what? I'm not going to complain. That is the end of this game video review. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and I thought it would be more entertaining when the Avs started playing close games.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your